Welcome everyone back to MaxSpeedTV for the season finale for the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series. Tonight, for 134 laps, these drivers will be battling it out for the championship. Team points are also still on the line for the final time in the Xfinity Series. Now tomorrow night they will have the Cup Series, the Rick Botech Cup Series, for the final time this season. That will, of course, determine the Cup champion as well as the team championship. So I will not have the team championship stats here this evening. But I do want to welcome in the booth, of course, myself, Joshua Medlock. Gary Wells going to join us here tonight, along his first time in the booth with us, Timothy Zayas, also a part of Extreme here as well. He is going to try to get the feel of things and see how it's done up here. But Gary, we're going to start with you here, buddy. Of course, glad to have you back here in the booth with me here on MaxSpeedTV. Homestead to finish it out here, 134 laps. There's a lot of grip out there that I'm seeing, and the track temp is perfect for these cars right now.
Yeah, Josh, it's first I just want to say it's always a pleasure to be working with you up here in the booth. But yeah, from what few laps I have taken around this track, there's a lot of grip in it right now. This will put on one heck of a show.
Yes, it will. Well, Timothy, I know you're brand new to the booth, man, and you've had the opportunity to be interviewed, but not calling a race, man. But you have raced at Homestead, man. So what do you think this track's going to come out to be here tonight? As we've got about 24 drivers out here to battle it out.
Yeah, like what you two said, a lot of grip out here. I think the cars will keep it clean and have some good long runs, and we'll see who's got the long run speed here tonight. Fun track. Really fun when you get spread out and multiple lanes you can run, so we'll see what these boys got tonight.
Yes, sirree, we will indeed. Of course, they do not do stages here as well. It's just 10 races in the regular season and then 5 races in the chase. This marks that a 5th race. So let's get down here to the pre-race inlets here really quick. We've got an air temp of 79 degrees. Boy, that wind, 13 miles per hour coming out of the southeast. Track temp 85, so there's going to be a lot of grip out there for these guys. It is a cool track temp, so we're going to see that. 134 laps, 201 miles. Now, the tire window is going to be about 30 to 40 laps. I imagine that, with that tire window being rather close to that fuel window at about 35 to 45 laps, give or take a few laps here or there. They're going to come down. They're going to change all 4 of those tires. They're going to get the fuel. We're averaging about, what you say, Gary, at about 2 to 3 pit stops here tonight?
Yeah, I've actually redid my math here, and anywhere between 2 to 4, really. Just kind of depends on when these guys pit with the fuel and the tire window in mind.
All righty. Well, 45 miles per hour, I do believe, down pit road here tonight. They're going to have to get it woed down and get it safely onto pit road. Now, under green flag conditions here at Homestead, you have to use the access road coming onto pit road. If you come in, I believe, coming around turn number 4, and then you come down pit road, from what I have seen, it will black flag you for an unsafe pit entry.
Yeah, it will black flag you for an unsafe pit entry. That honestly could be the make or break for a lot of these drivers tonight with a championship on the line and things of that nature. Who can get through the access road better to get on pit road?
Alrighty, well, we're going to get right straight to it here with the point standings, and I just now seen the number 15 not showing up into the ticker up at the top. We'll take care of that here in just a little bit. But the standings coming into tonight in the final race, Alan J. Elwood holds a 42-point lead with 1,189 points over Tyler Hallman in second, 1,147 points. Tyler Hallman, Chuck Sweeting up 2 spots. Now from second on back, rather close here. So that a battle for second is going to be really, really, really close. We're going to have to watch that battle for second place. Chuck Sweeting up 2 spots into third, 1,139, 8 behind Tyler. Darren Clement in fourth, down a spot, 1,136, 3 behind Sweeting. John Sterling up 4 spots from last week, currently fifth, 1,135. He is only 1 point behind Clement. And Mike Rominger down 2 spots from last week into sixth, 1,131. He is 4 back behind Sterling. Gary.
Yeah, so we got Tommy Haynes here in 7th place with 1,129 points. 2 behind, looks like they're by John there, back by a couple. Then we got Ed Morris with 1,120. And also, it's actually a tie for 8th here between Ed Morris and Nick Hunt. They're for 8th with 1,120 each. And then a tie for 10th as well with Dalton Cowden and Blake Griffith with 1,119 each. And then rounding out the chase field, we've got Will Davis with 1,065.
So, point standings, like I said, Gary and Timothy, second on a back, really close. Will 54 points behind in 12th. But, I do want to congratulate first and foremost to everybody who made it into the top 12 in the chase here. It takes a lot to get into the chase. A lot of practice time, a lot of seat time. Timothy, Gary, you both are well aware of that.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely takes a lot of practice. Also, it takes a lot of consistency. That's why I'm seeing out a lot of these guys here that are in the chase up here in the Xfinity Series. A couple winners, couple guys that didn't even win a race, but they just were consistent all year long.
Yes, exactly what Gary said. A lot of consistency. You notch out them top 5s and top 10s, you can go without a win in here. Definitely no bonus points for winning or anything like that. Really evens out the field. A lot of practice. The more you practice, the better you get. Hitting your spots, long run practice, everything. Patience is another big thing. Don't force it. You're in a position to where something bad could happen back out, especially early in the race. Later in the race, yeah, you got to make some bold moves to get up there, but patience is a big thing in these races, long races.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It comes down to it. Seat time. I heard it ever since I joined iRacing, and it just really just comes to that. But I do want to give a shout out to the sponsor here too for the Xfinity Series Sim Speed Shop. Sim Speed Shop is a small sim racing company that Adam Eisenhower started about 2 years ago. Adam wanted a button box, so he ventured into making one of his own and eventually turned it into a small business. His main goal is to provide sim racing components at a reasonable pricing to the sim racing community. He keeps a very low completed inventory, but parts are always on hand for production. 90% of the button boxes are custom made with the buyer's input and preferences. He designed one-piece button box and mounts for Fanatec Club Sport and AccuForce DD bases. They do have sequential shifters as well as handbrakes. The V2 sequential shifter is in the works and should be available for the holiday. They do sell a lot of iFlags, and just this week, a few weeks ago, started printing them in color and multicolor to match your rig setups. Mainly, they provide sim products at a very reasonable price as an effort to grow the community. Sim Speed Shop isn't in it for the money. Adam and the company does it to put smiles on people's faces. They stand behind all their products. Since everything is handmade production, lead times tend to be longer than bulk manufacturers. And, of course, you can reach them at www.simspeedshop.com as well on Facebook at facebook.com/SimSpeedShop. Well, now they're going to get into qualifying here, folks. So practice is over, and Tommy Haynes, the quickest in practice. We are going to step away, play the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Oh, say, can you rocket track left. The bombs busting in air. Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the
Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying has commenced, except to 4. One driver still currently out there on the track. That would be the number 52 of Tyler Hallman. Looks like he is going to put in his lap time here. But right now, Bryce Sinisak currently up in that top spot with a 31.342, 29 100ths of a second. I do believe that is ahead of Tommy Haynes. Tommy Haynes, of course, being my pick here tonight. That's what we're going to get to as well. Gary, they all know my pick. So who are you picking to win here tonight?
Well, so I believe in the commentator jinx. I know this happened all year, but I haven't picked him yet, and I've been up here for a few weeks. I'm going to pick Michael Mueller in the 99 machine to win the race.
Oh, all right. Michael Mueller being picked. Well, Timothy's still having the echo behind you there, buddy. But Timothy, what is your pick here tonight, man?
I'm going to take Darren Clement in the 32 machine.
All right, so he is going to pick Darren Clement. Of course, I'm going to pick Tommy Haynes. So we have all picked different drivers here tonight to come away with the winner. Now, last night, yeah, my brother's in chat. Yeah, last night I picked the winner to win. So whoever won, that's who I picked because I couldn't choose. That was that close. It was that close. So, go ahead, Timothy.
It's pretty close tonight. We got a 10th and a half between the first 12 cars, so qualifying's pretty close right there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, no doubt about it. Well, we also have team points on the line here tonight, Timothy and Gary. So I'm going to go ahead and get to those here real quick. Of course, we're going to start with the series we are doing here tonight, which would be the Xfinity Series. Performance Motorsports up in the top spot, 872. Performance in second, 830. Samson third, 823. Primetime in fourth, 817. Downforce fifth, 752. Maverick Motorsports in sixth, 650. Now the top 3, 4, really, really close in the point standings when it comes to the team. Now you go to the overall team point standings as they were adjusted from last night's Truck Series. Samson Motorsports still holding on to the top spot with 4,244. Downforce Motorsports in second, 3,963. Primetime in third, 3,752. Performance in fourth, 3637. Performance in fifth, 3220. And Maverick Motorsports in sixth, 2497. In the total team points as it stands coming into tonight. But we do know, Gary and Timothy, that after tonight, those points are going to be adjusted even more.
Yeah, the points tonight are going to be key, but I think what's really going to show here tonight is kind of, at this point in the year, I think your point standings are where you say that you are. It seems pretty locked up, but it kind of shows where your luck has been and where your consistency has been all year. If you've been running up front, well, then you're probably going to be series champion. If not, well, you're going to be toward the bottom of the list.
Yes, sir. Well, they are in a driver's meeting here real quick. So let's look at these times here in qualifying. I'm going to go through the top 5 here real quick. Bryce Enesack in the top spot. Tommy Haynes second. Darren Clement third. Mike Rominger fourth. And Adam Eisenhower in that fifth position. Very, very, very close times here by really everybody. I mean, you go all the way back to the top 18, really. I mean, they're within hundredths of a second. They're right there with each other.
Yeah, these guys are all close together. It looks like amongst the top 20, it looks like it's about a half a second. That's why I always try to strive myself on qualifying in the top 10. If I get myself in the top 10, I always have a chance. Just because it's so hard to pass and because these guys are so competitive every week, you've really got to make sure you qualify up toward the front.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Timothy, go ahead.
Yep. Track position is key. Pretty much every track you go to, especially this one, there's going to be some long runs. So secure your track position up front. Keep that car clean. Stay out of the stuff in the back. The more you got to move your car up the ladder there, you're putting yourself in danger. You don't want to push too hard at the beginning, so you get that top qualifying spot, and you're good to go. Just maintain your speed and be consistent in what you're doing, and you'll probably have a good night.
Yes, for sure. For sure. All right. Well, as I always do, I gotta look at chat here. I gotta see who we have in chat here, because without the fans, the sponsors, the league, people in the booth, of course, the owner of MaxSpeedTV, I wouldn't be here where I'm at, and really nobody would be where they're at. So I got to see who's in chat here tonight. Called NASCAR and more. He's really become one of my regulars. Glad to have him in chat here tonight. Oh, won't be able to watch. Oh man, well he did stop by. So thank you for stopping by there, Called. I got my brother in chat, Jeremy Medlock. I see Rudy Cummings in chat, the owner of MaxSpeedTV. We got Dragon Zeron in chat. It looks like Edward Morris also in chat here this evening. And Sandra Gillian in chat as well. So it looks like the Mom Squad is showing up here this evening. I'm not entirely sure here how many viewers we have currently right now. But nonetheless, I'm sure people will start filling in here momentarily. But let's talk about Homestead a minute. Homestead is one of those tracks that it could go great, or it could go really, really bad.
Yeah, I agree there. Homestead is a track for people who like to try to find speed. Homestead, you can go anywhere to find speed. Early in the run, if you want to run that low line, get some positions. If you're running it well, go ahead and do it. Long runs, you get up on that wall and get that momentum carrying out of the corner. Love this track myself. Love racing it. It's really fun, especially when you get around a big group of people that can race this track well too. A lot of slab jobs. Get that position there. Makes it real fun to watch.
Yes, it is. Gary?
Yeah, this track has always been fun to watch. I think they've really done a good job here designing this track with the progressive banking. And like Timothy said, it gives you a lot of options. You can run bottom, middle, top, and still find your speed all the way around. But really, as the tires wear down, the more you can keep it on that high side and that momentum going, like he was saying, the better of a shot you're going to have to win the race.
Yes, sir. Well, Homestead, Miami, with about 7 minutes left to go here in the drivers' meeting. I do want to get our pole sitter here up here to talk to him real quick. Bryce Sedasak, Joshua Medlock in a MaxSpeedTV booth. Do you have a copy?
Yep.
Bryce, grabbing the pole out here tonight, buddy, but very close times. How's the track feeling down there?
I'm pretty good. I think we got a few things adjusted to my liking, and hopefully it becomes a pretty clean race, and we just hopefully just set sail and end this thing off with a bang and win.
All righty, yeah, man, it's going to be a fun race indeed, Bryce. We're going to let you get down there back to your teammate, buddy, and, it's 134 laps here tonight, but these cars are fast here, so you can wind them down pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
All righty, well, let's get to it, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's go. That is our pole sitter. Let's kind of go back here toward the middle of the pack at about 12th here. Well, I do want to get a couple of interviews in, and I know he's in here. Our old buddy Wally. Wally Turheimer, Joshua Medlock in the booth. Got a copy? Wally Turheimer, Joshua in the booth. Got a copy? Okay, I guess he is unavailable at this present time.
I feel like that's the second week in a row that's happened with him.
Well, this is the time for them to do their final preparations, as you could say, Gary. You're part of Extreme, Timothy. You are too. During, after the drivers' meeting, because it is mandatory, that, to be there after the drivers' meeting, if there's time left over, that's the time that y'all go, get something to drink, go do personal stuff, because some races can be rather long. That's the time that these people do that, these drivers.
Yeah, definitely. I always try to grab myself a drink, as I'm getting ready to finish up the driver's meeting, and maybe even a snack or two in case the race goes a little bit long.
All right. Well, let's see here if we can find. I know he's here. How about we go with Richie Evans here? Richie, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Richie, man, you're going to be currently starting back here in 13th here tonight, but 134 laps. It's at the start, rather long, couple of pit stops, man. So you got plenty of time, but how's the track feeling out there for you?
It's pretty good, especially on the race run for me. So I feel all right. I'll get up there eventually.
Well, how do you feel how about the tires? Do you think they're going to hold up pretty good here tonight?
From what I felt in practice, yeah, I think they do pretty good.
All right, Richie. Well, good luck here tonight, buddy, and we'll kind of see, kind of what happens here. We know how, some of the restarts can be, Richie, but, you guys here at Extreme, y'all put on a great show. But we're not going to keep you, Richie. Good luck down there, buddy.
All right, thank you, guys. Enjoy the show.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Well,
How about someone from the back?
50 left to go. How about we go with, somebody from the back of the field? How about we go with Bobby Tinch?
All right.
Bobby Tinch, Joshua Medlock in the booth. Get a copy?
Yeah, what's going on up there tonight?
Yeah, it's a going. We got 3 of us up here in the booth tonight, Bobby. So going to be a pretty interesting race. Well, you got 23 drivers or 24 drivers out here tonight. You're gonna looks like going to be starting back in 23rd here. Man, how was qualifying? Was it not friendly to you?
No, not one bit. I don't know what I did. I just went out there and just messed up my first lap, and then I was actually going to be a little faster on my second lap and wound up catching the wall off 4. And yeah, that wasn't intentional to be back here, but here we are.
Oh, man. Well, 134 laps, Bobby. Anything can happen. You've got some teammates down there, and you got some people cheering you on. So, it's a long race, so to speak, but it could be longer. I mean, you got to think about that.
Yeah. No, it'll be all right. Car felt good. I run with quite a few people in practice. I feel good about it. I just totally messed up qualifying. Just got to be smart here. Keep the tires on it. I think the person that can keep the tires the best on the car is going to do good tonight. You're definitely going to wear out here.
Yeah, well, what do you think, before we let you go back, what do you think of ending this season here, the season for the Xfinity Series at Homestead? What do you think about that?
Oh, I love Homestead. I always ran good here in the truck when I ran the trucks. These Xfinity cars are tight as usual. Kind of happy this season's coming to an end for me. It's been pretty bad this season. I just missed it all season. But guys have been working hard. Teammates have been working hard with the teammates. Just missed it a little bit all season. Just a couple tenths off.
All right, Bobby, we'll let you get back to it, bud. A minute and a half left before grid time, man. Good luck.
Good luck, Bobby.
Hey,
Good luck,
guys. Enjoy up there tonight.
No, we will. We'll have fun. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
All righty. Well, we got about a minute, coming down to about a minute to go. Timothy and Gary, it's really going to come down here to, I wouldn't necessarily say saving their cars, but you can pick up some draft here at Homestead. It may not be huge, but the front and back stretch, you can pick up some draft.
Oh, definitely, especially running that high line. You got a lot of momentum there carrying the draft down the back straightaway. I mean, front straightaway too, but not too much of a draft here, but any little bit helps, I guess.
Yes, sir, it does. Gary?
Yeah, anytime that you could pick up some momentum, get a little bit of a draft help, ultimately it could, maybe not a whole lot here because it really doesn't matter with how short this track is, but you might be able to even save maybe a couple laps of fuel if you hang out in the draft long enough and save your stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, Joshua's joined the festivities here tonight. Joshua Gillian here in a chat as well. It looks like we've got Robin Davis. Dwight Braswell has joined us. GOM 1600. Sandra Gillen cheering on Good Luck Son. I believe that is Joshua. And we've got Robin Davis. CCR, let's do this. All right, checkered flag. And that is for qualifying, not the race. We haven't even started the race here, so...
I was about to say, you had me going there for a second.
Well, let's get down here to the grid. Let me find our pole sitter here. Here we go. Starting on the pole here tonight for the MaxSpeedTV starting grid, Bryce Senesac, 31.342. Congratulations to Bryce for getting the pole. Tommy Haynes is going to start on the outside of him in second. Darren Clement, third. Mike Rominger, fourth. Adam Eisenhower, fifth. Tyler Hallman, sixth. Justin Gann, seventh. Ed Morris, eighth. Will L. Davis, ninth. Michael Thwaites going to round out that 10th position in qualifying. Gary.
In P11, we've got John Sterling. In 12th, we've got Wally Termheimer. In 13th, we've got Richie Evans. 14th, Michael Mueller. 15th, Jerry Glenn. 16th, Chris Voiles. 17th, Dalton Cowden. 18th, David Elliott. 19th, Jason Eisenhower. And rounding out your top 20 is Josh Gillian.
All righty, Noah Neiman going to start 21st. Gary May, 22nd. Bobby Tench 23rd. It looks like Alan Elwood is going to be starting in the very back in 24th here this evening. Andy Starcher.
Interesting strategy for our point leader there.
Exactly. Andy Starcher, Don Kidder, your admins here this evening as they are up in the admin tower. They are joined alongside the boss man himself, Rick Donathan. So we've got Rick joining the festivities here, and we should be getting and rolling off here momentarily.
Yeah, looks like here just in the next few moments, waiting on everybody else to finally grid, and then we'll be all set.
It looks like Don Kidder and Andy Starcher are the only two drivers. Well, the only two other people in the lobby that won't grid, as they are, you know, the admins. They are in the lobby, but they won't grid. All right, now we are rolling out with the 09 of Bryce Senesac. He's going to get things rolling off here. Well, 16 viewers here tonight. So far.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know she got a solid 16 in here so far. Not a bad start.
No. Last night we hit a peak at 39.
Wow, that's really good.
39 peak last night in the truck. So let's share it on your social media. Get people up in here. You know, let's pack the house here tonight for this finale here at Homestead as they make their way into 2. I don't even know my corners.
Turn 4.
Yeah, that's it. Turn to 3 and 4. Yeah, I'm getting so used to my corners here. So, and coming out of 4, that pace car going to sharp dive left on the pit road. Bryce Senesac. He is going to be on the loud pedal. Boogity. We're racing for the season finale here for the Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series at Homestead.
See a lot of these guys already 2x2. Some of them already being single file here, just trying to sort themselves out and get in the line that works for them.
Oh, Adam Eisenhower in the 86 coming up on Darren Clement. The number 9, Mike Rominger to the outside. Oh, the number 9 pushing up a little bit. That's going to allow the 32 of Darren Clement to get to his inside. Side by side back here, Justin Gann and the 7 of Ed Morris. Ooh. 52, Tyler Hallman ahead of them. Oh, Tyler going to take it really low. Side by side with the 86 of Adam Eisenhower. Already, they're battling it up here.
Yeah, you can see a lot of these guys here at the back end of the field, about 15th on back. Some of these guys going 2 and 3 wide, just trying to find all the grip and get all the spots they can.
Yeah, sooner here later on in the race, you can see that high line come in, especially after the tires wear. Kind of holding it right now. That low line's keeping up with them, though. Watching 6th place on back.
All right. Well, I'm back here. Oh, the 66, Bobby Tench. Looks like had a little bit of contact, mishap communication there with the 34 of Bowden. Well, that's going to allow the number 4 of Alan Elwood. He has already picked off a few drivers.
Yeah, I was going to say that was happening right in front of our leader there.
Yep. Oh, Bryce Senesac, Tommy Haynes coming across the stripe, back up front. Now, Bryce Senesac, not a chase driver. Tommy Haynes is. Tommy Haynes running in second. We'll keep an eye on those guys, but we need to go back here where the battles are. Are we 3 wide back here? Oh, Lord.
Yes, we are.
We were 3 wide. Michael Thwaites, Will Davis, Ed Morris.
Yeah, that was interesting going into turn 3. I was wondering who was going to give there. Looked like all of them sorted it out.
Adam Eisenhower getting picked off there by Tyler Hallman. Has not really fully completed the pass yet. He is still side by side as they go screaming. Oh, the 86 tagging the wall. It's going to slow him down just a little bit. That is going to allow the 52 to pull up ahead of him. And they are bumper to bumper back here. 52-86. The 30 of Justin Gann pulling out as they go into 1.
Yeah, these guys here, it's really tight up here within the first top 5 or 6. You could throw a blanket over these guys, but yeah, with if you get up into the wall here at all, that really could mess with your aero and really start to push your car, especially if you get it on the right front.
Yes, sirree. Get a little bit of a wall cam out. Go ahead, Timothy.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the wall here and make it even tighter than it is. Sorry about that. They're already this setup right here. The guys are already tight. So any worse than that, you're going to be losing some time.
Up single foul, it looks like, from first on back. Maybe a few battles here and there. Michael Thwaites right all over the back bumper of Ed Morris.
Yeah, I've noticed Thwaites has really been the first guy to really try to make that middle to higher lane work, especially in 3 and 4.
Well, how? I mean, I believe that was the 7. Might have got into the wall. Might have been the 12. That happened so quickly. By the time it happens and it's done. But I believe that might have been the 12 of Michael Thwaites tagging the wall there. We see on the right front here, he does have some damage there on that right front, and it is significant. I wonder how significant it's going to play into the tire wear. Now, they don't have that model on the Xfinity cars as they do in the K&N cars, but you can still wear down those tires, and even with damage, it does affect it.
Yeah, it really affects that right front. Kind of makes your car push a little bit with the aerodynamic damage, and then on top of that, being in dirty air and other things like that, it kind of makes you have to put a little more turn on the wheel.
Yep, that's the last thing you want to worry about this early in the race, is doing something like that, having to pull that car around all race. But hopefully the 12 car will be fine. I don't see him losing much time here.
The battle for the lead. Tommy Haynes to the inside. He is going to lead his first lap here. Not by much, though. Bryce Senesac gave him a run for it. So it's not going to be a perfect night for anybody to lead all the laps. It's not going to be a sweep, as Tommy Haynes will complete the pass, go into first, and we have a brand new leader after 10 laps.
Yeah, usually that first 10 laps is usually a really good tail sign of who's really been saving their car and who's really been pushing it the most. You'll really start to see the comers and goers start happening here within these next couple laps.
Yeah, we'll see the ones who've been saving their tires about lap 15 to 20 to the run. Then you'll really see it start coming on and getting hot.
Well, how important is saving tires here, Timothy?
Oh, very important. I mean, if you're looking at a long run, you do not want to burn those off the first 5 laps. Just run it at 100%. I mean, you got some pretty good drivers in here. You're going to have some long runs. The last thing you want to do is burn off those tires. Yeah, you're going to gain about a second or two first 10 laps, but after that, I mean, you can't turn. You got to run one line. You can't run the bottom on worn tires. The better you save your tires, the first 5-10 laps, the better you're going to be in the long run, obviously.
But early on in the race, Timothy, it's early. These guys are going to have to pit. So, you go ahead and burn them off early to see, how it's affected, or do you, even early on, go ahead and save?
I think it all goes how the race goes here. If you're going to have a clean race, you do not want to burn them off. If you're going to be doing green flag stops, you want to save your tires. It's going to equal out. Me personally, I do not like burning my tires off early in the run and just running at 100%. You run 100%, then you're risking getting into the wall, pushing it too hard, car gets tied off the corners, stuff like that. Yeah, personally me, I'd save my tires and long runs here.
The battle for second with the 9 of Mike Rominger and the 09 of Bryce Senesac. They're going to take it too wide here on the front stretch. Coming across the stripe, the 09 going to barely have it at the line. Now shooting down into 1.
Yeah, we'll see how the 9 car holds this bottom line here. Tires are starting to get wore out. They're 14 laps in the race, so we'll see how he gets off the 2 here.
Oh, that 09, get that run there.
Yep, he definitely pulled him about a car length right there off the corner. That's what that'll do. You lose that momentum on the bottom part of the track. Got to let off so much. That top line will definitely get going.
Yeah, especially with some of the side draft here. I know that's kind of an underrated factor, but the air could really definitely play a role when you're on the bottom and you got a car, especially to your outside.
Alan Elwood has picked off several drivers after 15 laps. He is already up to 15th. And they
Yeah,
are
it's been pretty impressive. I've been watching him come up through this field, and he's just been biding his time here, letting these guys burn off their tires, and he's been kind of saving it a little bit to drive his way on up here.
All right, a battle up here. Jerry Glenn, the 99. Oh, the 99 of Mueller. You know, these guys, they make me nervous.
Obviously, go ahead.
they make me nervous. You know, they will go 2 and 3 wide, and it looks like we're going to go 3 wide right now.
Here
Comes Richie Evans on the bottom. Going to try to work.
He was letting him battle, and he's going to take advantage.
Oh, I think
He's going to pull back here.
I think he thought better. He thought better of that.
we're going to go 3 wide, 16 laps. Well, we already went 3 wide, so hey, we got to throw that one out of the window. Now we need to see that 4 wide.
Oh, I don't know about that. You're asking too much right there.
You're asking for a caution right there.
Yeah.
No, I think they.
Drivers are.
I think they can do
really
it.
Tough to go here 4 wide. It takes a lot of trust to go 3 wide sometimes.
I think they can do it. I think they can do it.
The 99 right there coming out of 4, you couldn't have fit a piece of paper between his car and the wall right there in the middle of the turn. That was impressive.
See, they could have went 4 wide right there.
Yeah, Mueller, he likes to, whenever there's a high line involved, he likes riding up there as close as he can, get as much speed out of the car as he can.
He's going to get that sidewall draft, right?
You know, I have heard that being a thing, especially with the new Cup cars.
I have heard it too. That's why I said it.
You cut that air out. That 98, he's driving real deep, real aggressive into the corners and definitely losing it off. Mueller's really pulling him right here on the backstretch.
Yeah, that 98 starts backing up his entry just a little bit more. I think he'll be able to beat him off exit here, but he dives in it so deep that he just can't really do anything with it off.
He had good drive off right there. He did have good drive off right there, come out of 4.
Yeah, he did right there.
2 wide behind him.
Well, here comes our point leader. Here comes Elwood coming up through the field here, going to try to pick these guys off.
Yep, the number 4 of Alan J. Elwood. He is looking to make it a 3 wide action back here at about 13th, and I just spoke of him about 4 laps ago, and he was in 15th, and 4 laps, he's already picked up 4 spots, or 2 spots, excuse me. Seems like every lap we see that number 4 moving on up. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good song.
It is a good song.
I would not be surprised if he wins this race tonight. It would not surprise me a bit.
Well, and Elwood coming in due tonight, like we talked about earlier, 42 points, and a battle back here is happening. Richie Evans to the inside of the 98 of Jerry Glenn, and that is back here at about 13th, 14th position. Tommy Haynes back up to the lead, or is up in the lead still. Bryce Sitasek about a second back. He's got company. He's got the 9 of Rominger, and he is bringing the 32 of Darren Clement with him.
Yep, we got a nice little hornet's nest right here going on. This should be pretty fun to watch.
Well, let's go on board here with the 09 of Bryce Sitasek. We'll get a bird's eye view of the battle here between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Be interesting to see who backs up the corner here and who doesn't. Looks like everybody pretty much did the same thing right there entering the corner. Should be pretty even going to the backstretch here.
Yeah, just consistency. This really is one of the more rhythm mount halves that you'll see on the circuit. Who can get out of the gas sooner, can really get down and get that car to turn the center of the corner, and then just playing with that gas off the pedal. Because if you mash it here too soon, you'll go spinning.
Yep. I haven't really been seeing anybody ride that wall too much, so you get that comfortability factor with the wall here. I haven't really caught any of that yet. That'll be coming in here pretty soon.
Right now. That'll probably come up about here maybe after the first cycle of stops here is what I'm thinking.
Yep, lap 23 of 134. Here in
we're about 10 laps away now.
Yeah, in about 10 laps, we're going to be within that pit window. Now, of course, pit window for fuel about 35 to 45 laps. We may see some guys, pull an early stop. We may see guys burn it off.
We got a good battle for 10th right back here.
All righty.
Yeah, we do.
We're going to go look at it here. Oh,
Three
yeah,
cars
we
here.
do.
Mueller Thwaites here and Elwood all battling up here.
Elwood's really got some good tires right now, be able to hold that line when he's on that bottom. They did not gain on him right there. That's hard to see. That's hard to realize that.
I know you guys are watching this battle. There was another battle up front there. John Sterling got around the 86 of Adam Eisenhower to go into 8th. So, yeah, another battle back here. You were talking about it. Michael Mueller, Elwood, Thwaites, all right here, bumper to bumper, and they are drafting one another. You can see that.
Yeah, you see Elwood just back the corner up just a little bit and he's gonna have a nice run here coming out of the corner.
And I will say that Alan has really done a really excellent job here this first run. Just saving his tires, backing his corners up, and it's really starting to show here late on this run.
Yep, this is exactly what we meant, Josh, when we talked about tire wear here. Really pays off. He can hold that line and he can jump off the corner without having to worry about getting loose. He is
Ford tags the wall.
Yeah, a little bit of commentator jinx there.
He tried clearing the 99 right there and push it too hard up into the wall. But look, he's making a good recovery here. He didn't lose his composure. He's keeping it clean. Just needs to get everything back going again.
We don't have the commentator. We don't have the commentator jinx here at MaxSpeedTV. No, we don't have that.
we got a 5-car battle here for 10
Oh, yeah, we're sitting here watching it, too. Yeah, we're 99 for 12. Oh, that 8. Really, really close to the 12.
And the 98 there, too.
Yep. Three wide. Oh, the 12. Oh, the 12. Michael Thwaites. Save it, buddy. And he saved it. Good save. Wow.
Unreal.
I will say I'm still fairly new to iRacing as far as driving. I would have spun that thing out.
I would have too. I would have kissed the wall and everybody behind me probably.
Yep, it was getting pretty hairy back there, and they just showed it. This is just 20 laps in the race, guys.
Man, 28 laps, yeah, buddy. And them tires, man. They're the last lap for Tommy Haynes, and the reason I'm picking on the leader here for a moment, the number 17, because he is out front about 1.8 seconds. His last lap was a 33.0424. So as he comes across the stripe here, we're going to see what this lap holds here, and it looks like it's a 32.964. So a big drop off.
Yep, he's about a second and a half off his qualifying time, 29 laps into the race.
Yeah, and you will do that here. Like, there is a significant fall off. Even though this track was just repaved and reconfigured back about 03, 04, just with how the sun beats on the track being in South Florida, it really does take a beating, and it really does make the track very slick here pretty quick.
Yes, it does. Well, Charles Atherton, I hope I said your name correctly, in a chat here tonight. Hello, how are you doing? Joshua Medlock with MaxSpeedTV, Gary Wells joining us with Timothy Zayas here, to bring you guys this action here, and I'm still showing 19 watching here tonight. So let's get some more people up in here watching. Let's pack this house here, folks. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Man, well, awesome racing here early on, guys. What do you think of it? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Gary.
No, go ahead.
Nope, I was going to say, yep, I'm really surprised tire wear, how these guys are handling it. I think they're pretty much all equal right now. I don't think anybody really ran too hard at the beginning of the race. You could see people getting into battles, holding that bottom line and exit off corner. They could still hold it and be right there with the guy that ran the high line. So tire wear right now, they did a pretty good job. We'll see these next 5-6 laps how they go with it. I'm looking at pit stops here soon, so we'll see the first one to dive in and see how that goes. I'm pretty sure everybody will follow on after that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's Frosty in chat. Gary, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I was going to say, it would not surprise me. We just saw Michael Thwaites make that heck of a save a couple of laps ago with his tires probably being really burnt all up to you-know-what here coming off of 2 a couple laps ago. I would not be surprised if he's the first one to pit here in the next couple.
Well, we're going to be coming up onto that pit window here in about 3 laps, starting at lap 35. So 35 to 45 laps pit window. And I keep iterating that because fuel, if they go green flag, they're not going to only have to worry about those tires, but they're going to have to worry about that fuel.
Yeah, that fuel window here kind of gives them a little bit of room to play with. If you go with that, I'd say right in the middle of the fuel window that we have here of 35 to 45 laps, you can just about make it onto, 3 stops here.
Yep.
45, you're kind of pushing it for 2, but I think you guys will try to see them be right there in that 3-stop window.
Yes, sir. Lane Graves in chat here tonight. Of course, it's Frosty joining us here as well. Well, Mark, glad to have you back from a glitch on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is YouTube's YouTube, and apparently it is acting up because I'm seeing that on my end as well. So if it buffers or stutters, I do apologize. It is Wednesday night. There's broadcasts going on, so and people on YouTube, watching movies and videos, and so I know it's not me. My internet, I've got a 36 upload, so it ain't my problem. It ain't me.
So speaking of pit stops, 86 of Eisenhower is just now entering the pits.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He is starting the trend here. And I really just want to say here, once you see these guys try to get into a group a little bit and pitting, we could maybe see a wreck on the access road of these guys. They have their own way, their own speed of getting on pit road. That access road, you can go as fast as you want, but once you hit that commitment lane, you have to be at 50 miles an hour for the pit speed here.
Okay, so it's 50, not 45.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Well, Bobby Tinch, we missed it. Bobby Tinch did come down pit road as well in the double six, the 66. So he came down pit road as well, of course, Adam Eisenhower. It looks like we've got Wally Turheimer now coming off of pit road. Chris Voiles down pit road as well. So now we see these guys coming down pit road. I need you guys, of course, we're going to bounce back and forth here on MaxSpeedTV, but watch pit road, because that is going to be make it or break it here tonight for sure.
Yeah, Chris Voiles taking his pit stop here. Looks like Gary May might come in here in the next couple laps. He's usually one of those guys that likes to stretch it as long as he can, but it'll be interesting here when these front runners start pitting all together.
Oh, yeah. Who is, how many cars are we going to see come down at one time? That's going to be, that's going to be interesting.
Well, I don't think it'll be like Talladega or Daytona where you see these guys come in like 20, 30 cars at a time, but I definitely think you could easily see a good 3, 4, 5 cars, and that could be enough to cause some disaster.
Well, Mark in chat is asking who and which number is the Iron Man out of the pack? Now, that is a very good question because everybody out here is awesome drivers. They've raced around each other. They know how each one races. So they have a very good feel of one another. They're very comfortable with one another. So just picking one to be the Iron Man would be very difficult. Now, if you're going to pick the Iron Man probably this season, that would also be difficult. Now, right now, it would be Alan Elwood up at the top spot. But, like I said, everybody out here is awesome drivers.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. I'd say really for me, kind of an underrated guy, and he's not even in here tonight, I don't think, but Chuck Sweeting, I've noticed him just since I've started helping you out here with the playoffs, but he seems to be a guy that's always very smooth, very consistent, gives you that Terry Labonte or Matt Kenseth type of feel.
Yeah. Go ahead, Timothy.
No, I was just saying, so we were talking about pit stops and the first one to budge. So Jason Eisenhower is one of our first to pit. His first lap on new tires, he was running a 31.82, and then Alan Elwood, who has been running through the pack, his lap, that same lap, he was running a 33.32. So you're talking over a second and a half difference in time.
Yeah,
so the
absolutely.
longer you stay out, the more track you're going to lose.
Not to interrupt you there, Timothy and Gary, but Michael Thwaites had to back up into his pit stall.
Yeah, anytime that you lose time here with backing up or having to reposition yourself, that could cost you some valuable seconds here.
Yeah, 2 or 3 seconds lost in pit road turns out a big difference when you get on that track. Big difference, and it's hard to make that up at a track like this.
Oh, yeah, yes, it is.
Sorry to correct you here, but it was Adam Eisenhower, not Jason. Jason hasn't pitted yet.
Adam Eisenhower, yep.
bad.
It's okay. I get them confused all the time.
Well, it looks like the Norton Graphics 99 coming down pit road. Michael Mueller.
Yes, sir. He is coming down pit road here. Let's see what he does on his entry. That's going to be pretty critical for him as well.
All right, you guys keep an eye on that. I'm going to go back out here onto the track and watch the number 9 and I believe that's the, who is that? Who is behind the 9 here and just making a pass there? I believe that might have been the,
I think that's Darren Clement. They're in the 32, right?
no, he just passed him the 30 or the 40?
I think it was the 40, Josh Gillian.
Joshua Gillian, yeah. Making a pass on him. Of course, Joshua's already made his pit stop as well. Currently running back here.
Just signaled to the pack here that he is also pitting. Same with the 30 as well.
All
These
right.
guys here, if they're close together within, I believe it's like a second of each other. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tim, but these guys have to signal to the field to race control when they do pit.
Yes, they do. Yep. So we got the 32 and the 9 just entering pit road. I cannot see who's in front of the 9, but we got 3 cars on pit road right now.
Oh, our leader, Tommy Haynes, down pit road as well, right up in front of the 9.
The 9 gained a lot of time right there on entry.
On entry there. That access road, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a big X factor in this one.
Definitely got to be careful because it can get slick, especially in old tires. The last thing you want to do is go down that entry road and get in the grass. That is the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, because that could spin you out and potentially give you an unsafe pit entry there. That'll black flag you too.
Yep. The 9 is going to get out in front of the leader.
That's some good time he gained there.
Yep.
Well, Bryce Citizide back up to the lead here, and he has been out here at about 45 laps. The top
and he's
4
also
drivers.
Like the top 3 here are all pitting at the same time.
Yeah, it does look like it. Gary May has been out here also 45 laps. He is not pitting.
Yeah, he is one of those guys where he kind of runs around the top 10, top 15. He's just now coming onto pit road now as we go to him, but he is one of those guys where he likes to run it till it's no more fuel.
Well, looks like he is now coming down pit road, the number 10 of May. Chuck Sweeting in chat, he could not make it tonight. Chuck, we hate it, buddy. Wish you was out here racing it up with these guys. The first round of pit stops here have happened, and right now, that is going to put that number 86 of Adam Eisenhower up in the lead.
Now, he did pit quite a few laps before these guys. I want to say it was about 5 or 6 laps. So here with these guys, 5 or 6 laps on the tires does make quite a bit of difference. It'll be interesting to see when the 09 and the 9 and the 17 can come back up here and challenge that 86 for the lead.
Yes, sir. Anyway, he's been out here at about 11 laps or so. I'm showing 11 as he comes
11,
across the stripe. It'll be 12 laps. So he's been out here quite a few laps already.
Yeah, he's out there quite a bit, but he's got about a 4-second lead. Rominger, he gained a lot of time there with his good pit entry coming into pit road there through the access road. I would not be surprised if they catch up to Eisenhower here pretty quick.
Yep, Eisenhower right now is running 32.56 his last lap. Okay, 32.56. Rominger ran a 31.77. That's almost a second difference. So
yeah, that's a pretty big difference here. Also, he does got some right front damage there as well. That might be affecting his handling a little bit as well.
Yep.
But it looks like everybody that is still on track is still on the lead lap. I just want to point that out. So good job to everybody here. But it looks like Nolan Neiman's about 15 down, and Will Davis looks like he's off the track at 30 down.
Yeah, but nice little battle right here for 7th position. We got about 5 cars right here.
Oh, yeah. Wally Turheimer, Alan Elwood, Darren Clement, Justin Gann. Right up ahead of them, John Sterling.
Yep, and it looks like Ed Morris also trying to reel in on this battle. Same with Bryce Sinesak as well. And you can see there with our pole setter, I think you mentioned it was either Sinesak or Thwaites. They lost a lot of time, and that it does equate to positions. I think Bryce had a little bit of trouble on pit road because he's dropped like a rock here.
Yes, he has. Well, we're going to go on board here with Sister Green Flag Run. Why don't we do another onboard here? I'm being nasty here in chat. You know, I try my best to keep chat happy. Of course, you know, there are times where I can't, but we're going to go on board here with one of the chase drivers, Mike Rominger, in second. Now, Mike coming in to this evening here, 6th in the points, 4 behind John Sterling, and right now John Sterling currently running back in that 6th position. So currently right now Mike has him, I would say, beat, so to speak. You know, we don't know that until the official from the admins, Gary and Timothy, but as we look at it at right now, if the race would end, Mike would be ahead of John.
Yeah, as long as he's had no black flags or any penalties, as long as he's been respectful to everybody on track, there really should be no reason if this race were to end that Mike would be ahead of John. But it looks like he's about to pass Eisenhower here with these.
Yep. Yeah,
he's not gonna have any fight right here. He caught up to him real quick.
And he has hammered away on it. That's going to put Adam Eisenhower, boy, I cannot talk, in second. Tommy Haynes third, Cowden fourth, and Cowden's got a lot of company behind him. The battle between the 3 and the 99, that battle you guys were talking about, that's still happening right here.
Right now. This is getting good right now because we got the 4 car. Let's see what he does here. He's going to back it up a little bit, let them race, and he's going to get good exit right here on the corner.
Yeah, and this is just the product of Homestead Miami Speedway right here. You got guys that can run the top and gain momentum, the middle line there, and still gain a lot of time, as well as the bottom of the track. So this is just the product that you're seeing right here at Homestead.
Yep.
Oh, here comes the 32 of Darren Clement. He is also looking at the view up ahead of him, as well as Justin Gann. Can't forget about the number 7 or the 09 either, and the 52. You know, they're all right here pretty much together.
99 right up on that wall again. He is, I don't know how he does it, but he is on that wall.
I think he likes it.
Making it work. We're going to see this battle for 6 turn into about, or battle for 5th turn in here to about 10 cars here in the next couple laps. These races as hard as they are.
As close as he is to the wall, don't hug it. Don't hug it. Don't hug it.
Don't want to ride that Larson line here just yet. There's not quite enough rubber up there.
This battle 4, 34, 99, 32. Here comes the 30 and the 7. I told you guys, watch them because here they come.
Yep, they're really making that bottom line work. You see the 32 car. He got really good exit off that corner. Made that bottom line clear itself right there. We'll see what he does here going into 3.
Yeah, I think, I want to be honest here, I think it might be the 34, might be holding up that 99 just a little bit here. He might want to consider maybe changing his line a little bit, try to get around this guy.
Yep, we talked about patience. 99's being real patient about it right now. See if he can make that. He's running
We
the
almost
he's
had a little bit of
sliding up.
action here.
Oh, 3 wide again.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
We'll see what he wants to do here. I'd get up if I were him. Yep.
Oh, they're going to back it off of that. Ed Morris is like, all right, I'm going to take it behind the 99.
The 30, the 34 right on each other.
Oh,
they're going to
contact here, 30 and 34.
Door to door.
99 does not know what he wants to do right now. He is not in a good
He just
spot.
wants to try to play it safe here. He's going to try to back off as much as he can. But
well, if he backs up anymore, that 7 and that 08 are right there. 09
and
right
it looks like 3 wide yet again. Good Lord, guys.
Yep, 3 wide. Mueller, I don't know what he's going to do. It looks like he's
Bryce Sinnott. Oh, here we go. Oh, the 34.
99 making contact here. The 34 save it.
He goes around.
All right.
Yellow.
Then we have a yellow. Dalton Cowden going around. Let's go take a look at it on the MaxSpeedTV replay here for what a battle these guys were having. We're going to get a very close look at this, because they were 3 wide. Oh, Lord Almighty. That was outstanding. I mean, that was crazy, too.
That was just purely a racing incident right there. You see these guys really tight on each other, 3 wide in that situation.
A little bit of net code.
Maybe a little bit of net code there, too. But I think think mostly there's just a racing incident, at least from my point of view.
Ooh, all right. Well, I'm watching it here. Now, of course, we got to get official word from the admins on what happened. But right there, we see the 99 and the 34 contact, it looked like. And the 34, he slowed it down, tried to save it. And unfortunately, too much power behind the 34 of Cowden, and just goes a spinaroonie around in front of traffic on the track, and he tries to get it off the wall, and that 34 of Cowden's going to have some significant damage. Let's hope that doesn't affect him going forward.
Yeah, if you hit that wall just wrong, it really can affect your horsepower and your engine damage there. But tough break there for the 34. But, I mean, the 99 really had nowhere to go. He had the 09 to his inside there as well. So just some tight racing, some tough racing. But these guys know what they're doing. But tough break for the 34.
Yes,
Yep,
it is.
Just a racing incident there. You're going 186 into that corner, and I mean, you go to slow mo. Yeah, you can blame it on one guy, but once you're in that car, it's a totally different story. So you just gotta do what you can do in that car. You're going so fast. I mean, you can't. It's hard to just sit there and make a decision.
Well, it looks like Jerry Glenn going to come down pit road, and that's going to put Mike Rominger up to the lead. Now, 134 laps.
These guys will have to go
One more time.
One more time for sure.
We haven't even hit the halfway mark. 67 laps, I believe. 66, somewhere around in there. That would be the halfway mark.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get an interview.
Pull somebody up
in here. All right. Well, how about we go ahead and go with our points leader here real quick. Alan Elwood, you got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, Alan, man, you come into tonight with quite a bit of a buffer there between you and Tyler Hallman, but man, we have seen everything here tonight. 2, 3 wide, bump drafting, we've seen it all, man. How's the racing going for you down there? You know, you started all the way in the back, and you picked them off one by one. Talk about it.
Yeah, I had some computer issues before the race, so I didn't even get to lay a qualifying lap down. So I just kind of was like, I got a big enough gap, I could take it easy. But then once the race started, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna try to pass as many people as I can. So I've just tried to be patient with them, and now that we got that caution, it puts us at even game with everybody else.
Well, how patient do you have to be out here at Homestead?
You have to be really patient, just because coming off 2 and 4, the car wants to really slide up the track. So if you're underneath of somebody, you got to really pay attention to how close they're guarding you there. Otherwise, you might bump up and touch them.
Alrighty, Alan. Well, let's get back to it already. Gonna go back green flag, man. Good luck down there, Alan.
Thanks, Josh.
All right. Well, Alan Elwood currently running in 5th. Cross Continent Racing.
He spoke like a true racer right there. I'm just gonna be very patient here. Then they throw the flag.
Yep.
Yep, you see all those cars in front of you and you just want to go.
Nick Hunt joining us in chat here again tonight. Nick, glad to have you, buddy. Mark, my sister-in-law, also in chat as well. It might be my brother-in-law. One of them is in chat here. So we got somebody.
Sounds like you got some fans of your own too.
Well, they can hear me, so Well, all right, here we go, folks. Mike Rominger going to get him going with the 86 on the outside. Gary, get him going.
Well, we see the pace car here in turn 4, about to make the hard left turn. Getting ready here. 9 cars just kind of checking them up here. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway. 9 car got a huge jump here on the lead.
Yes, he did.
For the 9 car.
All righty, folks. Well, we're going to do it right now. Let's do a little MaxSpeedTV. Crank it up here. Crank it up, everybody. Alright, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. We have a battle up here, as Timothy and Gary was just talking about it. So, guys, go ahead. I think I'm on it. Adam Eisenhower.
Yeah, this intense battle here, it's kind of lightened up here for the moment between the 4, the 3, and the 86. We were just talking about it under the crank it up time, but these guys here, you could throw about 4 or 5 of these guys over a blanket.
Yep, the 32 car right in there too as well with the 86 right now. They're about to go side by side. The 4 car was, he's pulling away a little bit. I think Sterling was waiting to make his move, and then he got past him. So we'll see what the battle continues here, what they're going to do.
Door to door, 32, 86. Wow.
He wanted to open that throttle up off the corner so bad that car gets tight. You can't do that. I think he knows better, but he pushed a little bit harder than he could.
Yeah,
have you ever heard the song?
You can really lose your patience here, especially with that outside car sometimes being on the bottom lane.
Have you ever heard the song "Let's Get It On"? I think that's what they're doing out here tonight.
Yep, I agree. They're getting antsy right now, halfway into the race.
Oh, here comes the 32 again. He's almost got up there.
Oh man!
Looks like he tapped the wall there again.
Well, if he did, it didn't mess him up any. My dog's got to put her 2 cents in.
Here comes the 09 too. He's trying to get back up here, trying to redeem himself from earlier's mistake.
Man.
But yeah, these guys here, it's some tight racing all around. Really, from top 5 on back, you can really start to see these guys battled out pretty good.
Yes, it is. Well, Tommy Haynes coming up on Mike Rollinger for the lead. Tommy Haynes, 34 laps.
4 as well of Alan Elwood.
Yep, and Alan's coming.
Let's see if the 9 car can hold that high line. Nope. 17 slides up right in front of him. Let's see if he does a crossover right here. He's looking. I think he's going to back the corner up a little bit. Yep, backs the corner up. 17 drove her a little bit harder there to see if the 9 can get a drive off. He's getting right there, middle of the corner.
Here comes the 4. I think he's going to get an even better drive off. He's all over the bumper of that 9 car.
All right, now we're watching the leaders up here. They're battling it out here, bumper to bumper, side by side, door to door. They haven't went 3 wide yet, but, you know, we've already seen it. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if they do.
Yep, the 17 drove it into 1 really hard and lost some momentum. You see the 9 and the 4 gaining on him right here. It looks like we're going 2 wide.
Oh, yeah. And you really, it's all about survival the first, I would say, about 70 laps of these races. But once those laps start winding down, you're going to see a lot more take, and these guys start to race each other a little bit harder here.
So there's going to be more take than more give, right?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. And you're looking at it right. You're looking at it right now. The number 3 car, he's coming in the picture as well. He wants to join this battle between the 2nd and 3rd.
There, the 3, John Sterling. He's my timestamp guy. He timestamp stuff. If I go yelling, John Sterling, he'll go timestamp it.
Hey, I mean, that's good. Puts it to the highlight reel.
Yep.
Makes you create a big old compilation.
Well, we've got a battle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, all pretty much neck and neck, bumper to a bumper. Darren Clement kind of back here, mired by himself. He's kind of in between 2 different packs. Bryce Sitasak leading this long train of Xfinity cars right behind him. Justin Gann right behind him in 7th. Adam 8th. Ed 9th. Michael Mueller right now in 10th. He has got company with Tyler Hallman looking to his inside. Looks like Tyler said, don't have the run right yet. I'm just going to wait and buy my time.
That's the patience right there, like we talked about earlier in the race. Patience is the key.
Morris.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gary. Mark and Chad, I say Morris might have a good chance. Who agrees? Ed Morris, one heck of a driver. Ed Morris coming into the night. He's got the 86 going around. Oh!
86 got together. I think that's
the caution. Yeah, caution will fly. Well, let's go back here. As I was just talking about Ed Morris. So, it happened again.
Yeah, I was hearing Don Kidder come up over the team race control there. He was crediting Eisenhower from locking it right back up and just trying to stay out of the way there. Because when that car spins sometimes, you can just be a passenger.
Well, we're going to go back here on the MaxSpeedTV replay for the second caution of the evening, but the caution will fly as the 7 of the 86 go door to door. That might have been a little bit of net coating, might have been some contact. Oh, that was extremely close. We can get a better view on this on a chase view.
Yeah, go on the chase view there, the 86.
Yeah, let's go on the 7 of Ed Morris. And we'll look at it here. Oh, man, that was really, really close. If there was any contact, it was the slightest bit. But, of course, I'm not an admin, neither is Gary or Timothy. So we'll, of course, let the admins handle this one. But the 86, give credit where credit is due.
A save.
Yeah, the 86 locking it down, trying to stay out of everybody's way, getting it down below. Man, what a save.
Yeah, if I would have just seen him get doored there and then someone told me that all he has is the donut on the left side of his car and no other damage, I would have been like, no way. I don't know how he kept that off the outside wall or that inside wall. I thought he was going into the pit wall, to be honest with you, but that was a heck of a save, and he lives to see another day here.
Oh, well, yeah, for sure.
See here if we can get another interview in. How about we go with? Well, I'm looking for a chase driver. It is the final race of the season here, so I'm looking for a chase driver. How about we go ahead and interview Ed Morris? He is a chase driver. He's currently running back here in 10th. So, Ed Morris, Joshua Medlock in the booth, got a copy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Ed, you're currently running back here in that 10th place, but we've seen what happened there, man. We hate it for you. But, man, talk about the running and the driving out here tonight by everybody.
It's definitely strong. I mean, we're real strong on a long run. That long green flag run that we just had here, we were really looking forward to that, and we were making our time up there. It sucks that caution came out, and it sucks me and the 86 got together right there. It was just close, tight race, and then I might have slid up a little bit, didn't mean to, but, well, it is what it is. It's racing.
It's, racing. Of course, it's racing. The final race of the season. But other than that, how is your racing going, Ed?
Tonight, so far, so good. I mean, we're not close enough to even contend for a top spot in the championship here, so we're just out here to see what we could do and maybe come away with a win tonight and
kind of take it from there, right?
Right.
All righty, Ed. Well, let's get back to it, buddy. Good luck down there, man. And tough break, but hey, you're still in contention. You're still out here. You're running strong. Got a clean car, but rules are rules. That's just the way it is, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck, Ed.
Thanks.
Good luck, Ed.
All righty. Well,
yeah,
Ed.
I definitely feel his pain right there. Racing's racing. I know what it's like to be in that car. You get these cars, like we said earlier, they're so tight. All you want to do when you get in that middle of that corner is you want to get your spot, and then you want to mash on the gas. And I think that's what he did. He mashed on it, thought he had a little bit too much room, just barely made contact with the 86, and the 86 spun around. Unfortunately, it was Ed's fault. He's got to go back to the back of the field, but regain his composure here and pick off some spots and just take it lap by lap here. Be smart.
Well, we've already seen what Ed can do, Timothy and Gary. So we know that him being back there in the back, he's going to work himself back up front. We know that. But we're going to get on the restart here. Timothy, why don't you get him going this time, buddy?
All right. So here we go. Pace car's off the track. And they're going 4-car with a nice start right there on the 17. And he's going to clear himself up here. 17 and 32 battling going into 1. The 9 is lurking right behind him. 32's going low. 17 on that high line. 4 is long gone right now. He is looking good for himself. We'll see what the guys got behind him. We got a battle 32 and the 17. The 9 looking behind the 32. They're too wide in front of the 9.
All right. Awesome job there, Timothy. Getting them going here. Yeah, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, they're all kind of jig-jagged right now. You know, fresh tires. They're just kind of all spread out here. Well, we haven't talked much about clean air tonight, but it is Light Tires Premium out front. Don't have anybody ahead of you. Allen sitting right now in that clean air as everybody behind him is battling it side by side.
Yeah, that clean air here is definitely very critical. It gives you the most maximum downforce on the car. Don't have to worry about anybody in front of you. Lets you basically run your line, run your race how you want to run it. It gives you maximum control.
Timothy?
Yeah, Gary, just like what you said, clean air is huge here, especially when you get in these big packs like this 9 car is. These cars are so tight, you get some of that dirty air and your car gets tighter going out of that corner. It is nothing to go into that wall.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, these guys still, man, there's battles all over the place right now. 2 wide here, back here with Tyler Hallman. Started 6th, currently running in 6th. He's behind the 09 of our pool sitter, Bryce Senesack, currently running in that 5th spot. Battle behind them as well. Justin Gann, John Sterling. Michael Mueller in the mix here. He's got a bird's eye view. Let's go cockpit here with Michael Mueller. How about we go, not right rear, how about we go with right front here with Michael Mueller and just see how close these drivers get to one another.
Yeah, you could get really close here, especially when you see these guys, especially the 3 and the 30 up side by side ahead of him here. We'll see Mueller get really close up onto that 3 car here.
A little bit of different types of camera angles. Well, it is 8:52 Central Time, 9:52 Eastern, as the 3 scrapes the wall there. He doesn't lose any momentum. He actually looked like kind of helped him. Oh, and he scrapes the wall again.
Yeah, that wall, if you're not careful, especially in turns 1 and 3 where the safer barrier tends to jet out. I've hit that before.
Oh, we got a caution.
Yeah, we've got a yellow.
Jerry Glenn, the number 98, goes around. It looks like Wally Turheimer involved as well.
And the 98's off track. That knocked him out for the night, it looks like here.
Oh, man. Well, let's go back here and take a look. We're going to be on Mr. Wally Turheimer. I know Wally from way back when, so when I first started broadcasting, so...
interesting turn of events here. The 86 and the 98 make a little bit of contact here.
Oh, really?
It looks like that's what triggered it here.
Okay.
86 and 98 just made contact. 98 came up across the track and got the 75. And
the
a couple other guys.
86 and 98. All right. Well, we're going to go take a look. Yeah, contact made between the 86 and the 98. Right here. Oh, double contact made between both of them. Oh, right here. Yes, sir. Yeah, contact made. That is going to send definitely the 98 of Jerry Glenn around.
Yeah, whenever you make contact like that, it really just leaves that 98 as a passenger. He's trying to lock it up, but if you hit that apron just wrong and it gets you back up in front of the track, it'll get you in front of a couple guys and kind of along for the ride.
75 Carls Jr., Wally Turheimer, no reaction time here, and boy, the 34 of, I believe that's Dalton Cowden, man, he just barely missed the 98 as both of these guys go spinning, as well as the 10 of Gary May missing the 98 as well. But that is where the caution is going to come out. We'll wait for the official word coming out from the pipeline.
But yeah, Josh, just to give you an update, we're just waiting here patiently on what the admins had to say there. But I was a little shocked there. Looked like they had contact coming down the front straightaway, racing deal, but I don't know if they just got loose there on the front straightaway there toward the end with the 86 and the 98. But that'll be an interesting admin call here.
Yeah, it's tough to call that on one driver there. I don't know what happened after they touched each other. I looked at the in car. I couldn't really tell. I know they're trying to gather their stuff up, but every little inch you move, anything can happen. So it's really hard to make this call.
All right. Well, man, I kind of taking a break here from an interview. These guys trying to get settled down, but we're lap 86 of 134 here, Gary and Timothy, man. Laps winding down here. We still got quite a bit of laps to go as we take a look at the caution count here. 3 cautions for 8 laps. 49 laps still to go. They are still within another stop here tonight. So that could play into a factor as well. We have eight lead changes here this evening as the pace car lights are off at that time by. And that is not what these leaders wanted to see as a caution.
No,
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, this is definitely going to make it interesting for a pit strategy. We'll see. I think that right now they'll be, what do you say, about 10 laps short on what they usually do. So to see what they do for pit strategy is going to be very interesting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Definitely going to be about one more stop here. They're about 10, 15 laps short right now from what I heard from one of our spotters here. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You might see some of these guys here maybe try to split the last bit in half, maybe try to go 2 tires, maybe try to go 4, maybe just a little splash. So it'll be interesting. These crew chiefs and spotters will have a good time making these pit calls.
Well, do you go 2 tires?
Depending on how they split the run, I think you could definitely, depend on how hard these guys push the tires, I think you could definitely see a 2-tire stop.
All right, as they come around turn number 4 here, the pace car is going to dive off onto the safety of pit road. Alan Elwood going to wait for it to get down off the track. And he is on the loud pedal. Green flag is back out. Here we go. Coming to lap 88 of 134 here tonight.
Yeah, so we are seeing these laps winding down here, so you're going to see some guys do a little more taking than giving. Might see a couple more cautions because of it, with these guys just trying to, especially these guys on the bottom, making that contact with the guy on the high side.
Don't talk about the caution, breeding caution.
hey, you were talking about my checkers last week. So.
I know, it does happen. We do know that, but sure these guys get it wind out. Whoa, that number
3rd on back.
Man.
It's crazy back here.
Man, yeah, it's bumper to bumper, door to door, side by side, and is the 52 going to take it 3 wide?
You might get your 4 wide here, Josh.
Well, you know. If we see 4 wide around the corner, I'm done.
We're going to call it caution.
At the end of it, I will sell all my stuff on iRacing. You will never see me.
Well, I imagine as these guys continue to battle it out here, if it comes down to the wire and they're bunched up like they are here, that 4 wide on the final lap, I believe it could come to fruition. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there because it could happen.
But you got to wait till the exit 2 before you can make it even 3 wide. So.
Well, exactly, yeah, there are rules, you know.
There ain't rules in racing.
Don't tell me that. Well, still watching the battle here. The 30 of Gann now to the inside of the 9 of Mike Rominger.
Yeah, they've been side by side here for about a lap and a half. They're doing pretty good battle right here, keeping it clean too, giving each other space, respecting each other. I like to see that.
Yeah, whenever you see a lot of respect amongst drivers here, you know you're really in a good spot.
Yep.
We got another yellow here.
Oh, another yellow. Richie Evans in the number 8.
Yeah,
let's go back and take a look at it.
Around, potentially. Looks like maybe a single spin.
All right, well, we're going to go back here and take a look at it here on the MaxSpeedTV replay.
Oh, interesting. Oh, there it is.
Yep, 12 got into the 8 right there.
Yep,
Came
just
up
with that
just
bottom
a
line.
little bit.
Trying
Alright.
to get back into the gas as soon as he could. I think a lot of it is just we don't talk about it much, but maybe some depth perception issues there. Maybe these guys think they got a little more room than what they got, and you know it really is hard to tell on the right side of the car where these guys are sometimes.
Yep, depth
Oh, yeah,
perception
right
is definitely
here.
a huge thing.
Yep, the number 12 and the 8 make contact. And that's going to send the 8 directly around. And, good save, though, by the number 8. Not to get it into the outside wall,
great
though.
save for him,
You
for
know,
sure,
does have a little bit of damage, but, it could have been worse for the number 8. He could have hit that wall, 140 miles an hour. And, of course, you double it because of the force of the impact. And that would have really, really crunched in that back end. So, good save there by that number 8 of Richie Evans.
Yeah, for sure. And I just did receive word from a reliable source with these guys of how much they're saving under caution and just running those few green flag laps here. If they could save a little bit more under yellow, we are going to be set here to the end. I don't know as far as green white checkers go if we were to go that far, but I know to the scheduled distance we are all set.
All right. Well, I'll get the confirmation on how many GWCs just in case. I try not to talk about it too early because,
I think it is 4 in this series, but I don't want to misspeak.
I believe it is. It's either 3 or 4.
I think it's 3.
3.
I believe in K&N it's 4, so I think the rest of them it might be 3. We haven't really had much in the Cup or the Xfinity Series, so I can't tell you.
I'm pretty sure K&N's 3.
Is it?
Because I think every time I've won, it's been 3 green white checkers.
I think it's 3 in the K&N and 4 in the rest of them currently right now. I do believe. I'm waiting on the admins as we speak. So.
All right.
Yeah. Well, let's get a word in with Adam Eisenhower, if I can find him. He is down here in Maverick Motorsports. And Adam Eisenhower is the sponsor. Adam Eisenhower, got a copy?
I sure do.
Well, Adam, man, currently running back here in 8th spot. You, the sponsor here for the Xfinity Series, but, of course, thank you so much for that. But how's your racing down there? Looks like you got a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I had a pretty tough race so far. I had an incident with Ed Morris and I got into it, but that was just, darn close race. And, I'm pinching him down there trying to hold off people going by. And, I got into a little bit there. Spun, didn't do much damage. And then Jerry Glenn and I apparently, you can't run down the middle of the track. Jerry needs the entire track. And had an incident coming down there too. So, yeah, just the way it goes. Tough race track.
Well, it's Homestead, man. Well, it looks like you guys are already going to get double file here, man. But good luck down there. It ain't over, buddy. Don't give up.
No, ain't over. We're good. We'll see how it plays out. I took 2 here. We'll see what an alternate strategy might do. Hopefully squeeze in for a top 10 here. That's about all I got tonight.
Yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do. Adam, again, thank you so much for being the sponsor here. You and the Sim Speed Shop team, man. And enjoy the race here tonight, buddy. You're doing awesome.
Always do.
Good luck out there, Adam.
Good luck.
All righty. I don't want to keep them because, well, we kind of we're coming down to the green flag here. Gary, Timothy, I was just informed in chat by an admin, Nick Hunt. It is 4.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought.
Yes. So, Gary, you actually can get him going, man.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you. We'll see what happens here. Tyler Holman, looks like he might have stayed out? Question mark. Maybe took 2. But he's out front here.
No, he stayed. No, he pitted.
Interesting. Must have had a really good stop here.
Oh, we got a wreck right here, right on the restart. Right on the restart.
And it is a big one. Big wreck on the restart. And it's huge. No caution yet?
No caution. No, nothing
No
yet.
caution yet. No caution yet. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Everybody getting it straightened back up here. No caution, but it is a big one. Now we're going to go ahead and go and take a look at it here, though, Gary and Timothy, on this restart. They are still under green flag. So we're gonna.
We just got done talking to
Adam.
My bad. Adam.
Oh!
Yep. And he got rear-ended on the start by the 66. Jumped the gun just a little bit and then just pile up after that.
Yeah, it looked like either the 66 kind of jumped it, or maybe the 86 might have missed a shift or spun the tires or something there.
That's going to send, contact made between the 66 and the 86. And then right here is where it just became a pileup here on the front stretch. It looks like the 36, the 7, the 42, the 28. A lot of drivers involved into this incident here. It looks like the 15 gonna get a piece of it. The 42. So a lot of drivers
A lot of decent cars in that.
Oh yes, sir. But there is no caution. They are still green flag, and I
still
did
got a good battle up here for the front too.
And I did get confirmation also from the admin here tonight. Andy Starcher up in the admin booth with Don Kidder and Rick Donovan. Yes, 4. So, it was confirmed twice by an admin.
Well, we've got double confirmation.
Yes.
But it's an intense battle here between the 4 of Alan Elwood and Tyler Holman here. Holman kind of in the back half of the chase here. Maybe he can pull out top 5 again, a couple spots here to finish the season strong.
Yeah, David Acacia and Chad, why are the paints blinking like Christmas lights during that caution there? Well, it is night time. There are lights here at Homestead, and this is the internet. So, put all of them together and you get Christmas lights. That's my thought on it, Well, look at John Sterling coming from 11th. Oh, sorry.
Nope. I was just gonna say it's gonna be very interesting to see how the 4 car works here. If he's gonna be patient with the 52, we know the 4 is fast. Moved his way up to the field to see if he's just saving some tires for this, hoping for a long run here. We'll see. We'll just keep posted on this right here. It's gonna be a good battle. I feel like he was right on him and then he let off a little bit. Just probably seeing what he's doing for a line, trying to be patient here. Just seeing when to make his move. Just got much pressure behind him, so looks like he's gonna dive low the 52 right here.
Yeah, interesting move here. I don't know if the 52 just kind of drove it in a little harder, if the 4 just had a better exit, but he's got the position on him here. Might try to get it here off of 4, but it's pretty tight here between these two.
Yep. 52's pinching down a little bit. 4 on exit. There's a good exit right there by the 4 car.
And 52's going to get that lap by a half a car length.
Yep.
And then you got the 3 car just sitting back there lurking. We got a couple cars back there in 3rd and 4th, just waiting and 5th.
And that's what I like about this Xfinity package. Once you get a couple cars side by side, especially for the lead, it definitely just brings the hounds, as I like to say.
Yes, it does. 52 looks like got a little loose there on entry. We'll see how that goes to the corner.
Well, here comes the 3 of John Sterling. I was trying to talk to him about him earlier, but, can't get a word in edgewise without to.
We got a packed booth up here.
Yeah, exactly. We got Timothy Zayas, Gary Wells up here in the booth. I got to pick on somebody. Gary said he was going to give me a hard time, so, guess what? Sorry, Gary. I'm going to give you a hard time.
Hey, it's mutual respect up here.
Exactly. Yes. John Sterling, he's making moves. It looks like we've got Darren Clement trying to make moves with the 09 of Bryce Senesac. Oh, man, we got moves all over the place here. Lap 104.
And Darren will complete the pass there. A nice power move to the outside there.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get into this top 5 pack right here, and he's probably hungry for it. Maybe he's trying to save a little bit of tires. What are we, 10 laps into this run? We're
Yes,
gonna really
sir,
see
just
right
about.
here some changes. I feel like.
Oh,
in
we're
the top
about
five.
12 laps, 13 laps into this run.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been in it for a little bit.
And as I'm looking here, it looks like our second and third place drivers might have only took 2, as everybody else all the way back to Gary May. Gary May taking 2 as well.
Yes, I can
from what I'm
confirm.
seeing.
I can confirm that it looked like most of the pack took 2 there. Tyler Holman did take 2, and that gave him a good jump.
I want to take 6 tires. I need that. I need 2 spares.
Hey, I mean, with like the Wheel of Modified Tour and these SK Modifieds, looks like the 66 is into the wall there.
Oh, this yeah.
Bobby
Bobby Tinch.
Wide as.
Oh, that was close between the 99 and the 66.
Yeah, close racing there is the 66, just trying to stay out of the way, which can be hard to do at this racetrack, believe it or not.
Yes.
Yep, you got so many lines running here. There's not really any place to go but the apron, really.
Yes, it is very, very difficult. David Elliott back here running in the 17th place, the last car on the lead lap. That number 42 has some significant damage on that rear end and that right front.
And the leader is coming. So he will be the first car in the lucky dog position once the leaders get there, but it looks like he's coming down pit road.
David Elliott going to dive it off onto the access road as the 4, 52, 3, 17, 9, 30, 32 all get around him as he comes down pit road.
But yeah, it's interesting. This battle from second on back is very entertaining. I know they're single file, but I wouldn't be surprised here in the next couple laps you guys try to see these guys try to make some passes here.
Yep, they're starting to get bunched up to 3, the 17, and the 9. You got the 30 coming in the picture. And you know Darren Clement, he's just lurking back there too, just waiting for him to make some moves, get some side-by-side action. He can get up in that pack. See what see what he got here.
Yeah, especially be looking out for that 09 too. He's going to try to catch up to these guys here soon. But Mueller's still trying to take that high line, make it work all the way up against the wall. Still, at least from what I've seen here on my end, he hasn't really hit the wall. No noticeable damage on the side of the car, just a little bit of front end damage.
Michael Mueller starting back in 14th, currently running 9th, not in the chase here in the Xfinity Series. However, if a chase or a non-chase driver does win, it does affect the point standings in some way. But as we look at it right now,
Michael just barely tagged the wall right there. Shouldn't be
Yeah,
anything real big.
we'll stop watching him. I'm jinxing him.
he's listening to the stream, so you know.
Right. I know his fodder is. We'll have to see what that. But yeah, just speaking as you were talking about, non-chasers kind of spoiling the party. I can speak from personal experience on the Cup side. I spot for Scott Ramler every week, and we came out hitting the gate running at Atlanta. And we went out and won that race, and that really kind of shook up the point standings, followed up by a second place at Pocono a couple weeks ago there as well. So a non-chaser running really well. It can mess these guys up a little bit as they try to go for all these points.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've got a battle brewing, the 9:30, 32, 5th, 6th, and 7th. They're all bumper to bumper. Looks like John Sterling and Tommy Haynes bumper to bumper. They've got Tyler Hallman in second, right ahead of him.
Inside of the 3 car right now.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He made it stick, and he will be able to slide up in front of the 3 car. Look at the 9's going to try to capitalize on that.
Well, guess what, guys? As Alan Elwood comes to the stripe, this time by, yeah, Gary, you read my mind, man.
20 laps to go in this season. It's going to be crazy here. See these guys try to pick off as many points and positions as they can here.
20 to go.
Ooh, the 9
Ooh,
car
the 9
looking.
he made a little bit of contact there.
Yes. Yep.
Thanks, Nick. Really appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, I'm looking to make a move on the 52 car right here. He is being super aggressive right now. He might have saved a little bit on his tires because he's looking really fast, really racy right now.
Oh yeah, the more you can save those tires, I think it's really going to come down to the end here. The more you can save, I think the better off you're going to be later in these runs.
They may be.
9 get into 3.
Oh, the three's loose. And he's around. Can he save it? Oh, the other gets involved. The
15 hard into the 3.
No
caution.
Caution is out. Let's go back and take a look at
The
it.
10 gets into the 3 hard.
Yeah, I seen the 10 get into the 3 there. So let's go back here and take a
I think
look.
that's going to end John's night. His it looks like his sway bar in the rear end's kind of messing up on him here.
It's kind of swaying.
Bouncing around. Oh yeah.
Man, we had it for John Sterling. We hate it for all of these drivers out here. You know, get into an accident. I want them to run at green flag. Right here we do see, the 9 to 3. This is where it started. The 9 gets into the 3. The 3 drops it low. Now the 3 drops it low below that white line. He comes back up. Looks like he might not have been able to save it to a point. The 09 gets around him, and the 15, not the 10, the 15 having nowhere to go.
Yes,
and
but
goes.
after that wreck, the 10 also hits John pretty hard there as well.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, the
All
very
right.
tail end of that wreck.
All right, well, we see the 15 hit him, and the 3 right here. Oh, right there, the 3 goes for a little bit of a ride there with the 10, as you guys was calling it there. Hits the number 3. Oh, Lord. Heavy damage.
I don't know what the 10 was doing, honestly. He was on the gas. I don't know why he didn't slow down if he didn't see him, but I'm looking at his in-car view here, and I don't know why he gassed up right there. He could have totally avoided that wreck if he would have just slowed down.
Well,
yeah, I don't know if he was expecting the 3 to unlock the brakes and slide down, or what that could have been there.
I'm going to keep it clean here. We're not admins. We don't make those decisions.
No, we do not, but, as drivers, we like to point out some things every once in a while.
I know. That's not my call.
No, not really, but
all I know is the 10 gets into him. That's all I know.
Yeah, and everybody did pit. I can guarantee you that as well here. 20 to go. We did run quite a few laps there. It looked like maybe about 20 to 25 laps there, so everybody came in and pitted.
Everybody take tires, 4 tires?
Let's see here.
I think
14.
everybody took 4.
Yeah, 14, 14 and a half, 14, 3, 14, 2, 14. Yeah, I imagine everybody's probably taking 4 at least.
Now
let's
It will be
go.
good for green white checkers.
see
If that were to
here
be the case.
if we can get. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find him before they go back green here, but I want to get with Justin Gann.
Justin Gann, I'll help you.
See if you can find him for me, please. Oh, he's in the Xfinity lobby, right up ahead of us. Yeah, right up above us.
Right above us.
Justin Gann, Josh from the booth, got a copy.
Yes, sir, I got you.
Justin, man, you're having a fantastic run out here tonight, buddy. 16 laps to go. Man, what is it going to take for you to jump ahead of these guys, up ahead of you? 3 drivers. You're fast. We've seen it. Those guys are fast, too. So what is it going to take to pull out the upset and the victory here tonight?
I tell you what, man, I'm just going to try to save my tires and hit my marks. These guys are fast and they're good, so hopefully I can pull a win out this season.
Well, as you guys get the one to go here, man, it's going to come down to the wire. 14 to go when y'all get the green flag. You got a game plan?
Just save them tires, man.
Just,
Push it as hard as I can.
all righty, Justin. Good luck down there, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right. Justin's fast. We've seen it, Gary and Timothy. He's fast.
The last 2 or 3 weeks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last run definitely. I seen he was being patient about it and making his move when he can. But yeah, I had a feeling he was coming up there for second and possibly first place there in that run. We'll see how he does on new tires.
Yeah, I think he could definitely potentially challenge that 4 car for sure.
Yep, and we're gonna have 14 laps to go after this. So, I mean, he could pretty much go 100% right now.
All right. Yeah. Timothy, get him going.
Sir. Here we go. Pace car is pulling off. The 4 is off. The 4 is off. He has got a good head start right here. We got the 4. The 30's looking outside. 17 and the 52 right behind him. 17, the 52, too wide going into the turn. Too wide. 52 pulls him. He's got a half a car length on the 17. The 30, the 17, the 52 in line. Second, third, and fourth.
All right. Well, as they go 2 by 2 back here, Richie Evans, the 34 of Dalton Cowden. We are going to take a moment again and give a shout out to Sim Speed Shop for being the sponsor here for the Xfinity Series. Give a shout out to Extreme Motorsports. Give a shout out to Don Kidder, Rick Donovan, Andy Starcher, Timothy Zayas, Gary Wells in the booth with me tonight. A shout out both to you guys and a shout out to all the fans out there and the sponsors as well. Now, this would not be possible without you guys and the 99, the 34 door-to-door.
I was just about to cut you off there. It looked like the 12 was giving the 99 a heck of a shove coming down the back, and it just carried him, I think, a little further in the corner than he wanted to.
Yeah, I was watching it. Trust me. I don't miss much. If you go back and watch some of my broadcasts, I'm everywhere. Everywhere.
You really are everywhere.
I'm like herpes, dude. I go everywhere.
I can't believe you said that on live.
I go everywhere, man. No, it's been
34 is up the track here after a little bit of contact between 34 and the 7 as well. The 9's going to try to make a comeback here. Be on the lookout for him. He's already back into the top 11 here.
Hey, I got to keep the comedy going, don't I?
I'm watching the 17, and he is gaining right now. He is right behind the 52, looking to possibly make a move here in the next couple laps.
Yeah, he's been poking here these last, I want to say, about 20, 30 laps, just buying his time and waiting for that perfect moment to get around that 52 there.
Yeah, he's driving it in real aggressively. He's losing a little bit on exit, but he's driving it in. He's making up for that loss on exit.
Yeah, he really is. If he could just maybe back it up maybe just a hair, he could definitely get up to him, maybe make the pass here.
Yep, there he goes again. He drove it in a little bit too hard. The 52 will probably pull him about a car length back here on the backstretch.
What about the 8 here? Richie Evans making a heck of a comeback, quietly poking his way up, trying to get a top 5 here.
Ooh.
Little bit of looseness there on the inside of the 32. That does happen here as well. Anytime you get that side force taken off, you kind of go for a little bit of a ride.
All right, we got a battle for second. 17 goes inside the 52, entering the corner, drove it hard up in there. He is side by side right on the 52's quarter panel. We'll see how this pans out coming out of the corner.
It looks like 52 got a run there. Going to tuck him back behind him and try again here in a couple laps.
There, he backed that corner up a little bit. The 17, he's going to diamond it off right here. Yep, drove it off, backed it up just like you said, Gary. Backed it up a little bit, diamond that corner. He's going to have a heck of a run right here going into turn 1. We'll see what he does here.
I think he was listening to me.
Yes.
Oh, they might make a little bit of contact here.
Oh, contact! Oh, no, the 30 into the 52! Oh, good save by the 52! Wow!
Save there.
Wow!
Unreal.
Lord, did we just see that? Oh, Lord.
Have you ever?
I have never.
There we go. All right, in meantime, the 4 is scooting away from these guys.
Yep, that's exactly what he wanted to see. He knew that 17 was hungry. He's going to battle for that second place position. 17 got into the second place position, and look what that did right there. Gapped him pretty good over the 17.
I cannot believe that. Good. I'm still stoked. I am still shocked. I'm speechless.
That was a heck of a save there by the 52. Unfortunately, that's going to put an end to his night as far as contending for a top 5 or a win.
We got a good battle right here for 4th place.
I'm just amazed that with the 09 and the 30 kept it straight, and everybody else did too, because he went up into the pack.
Oh, the 30. Justin Gann going high. 12, 7.
Gave him a little bit of a push going there into the corner and pushed the 30 way too hard. He was not expecting that. Went up the track. How about Ed Morris driving back up there? Look at that.
Yeah, Ed Morris.
Top 10, coming back from his EOL penalty early on.
Well, on top of that, he was involved in that wreck on the restart that they did not call a caution for.
Yes, he was.
Started 8th, had to go all the way back after being involved in a caution there. Found his way back up to 6th. And here is Willett and Dillon. Guess what? 5 to go, 4 to go. This time by.
Yes, sir. 40 laps to go.
40 laps? What?
4 laps to go in the season here, guys. Is the 4 here just putting on a commanding pace?
Yep, I'm looking at Mueller right now. He's gaining a little bit on that 7 every single corner. We'll see. He backed the corner up a little bit there. 7 drove it in a little harder than he did. We'll see what he does on exit.
Yep, absolutely. Trying to keep that momentum up, and that's what you really got to do with these Xfinity cars. You got to keep that momentum wound up with these guys.
Yep.
But this could be an interesting 3-car battle here for the 5th spot coming here to the end.
Waite's just kind of hoping that he can hold them off right here when we got 3 laps to go.
Yes, sir. 3 laps to go here, coming to 2 next time by.
3 laps to go. Ed Morris, he drove it in there hard again. The 12's going to pull him right here off the corner.
Yeah, I think that 99, I think he's being a little bit affected by that front end damage he acquired earlier. Not sure how he got that, but I think that's affecting him a little bit.
I don't know, was that when he tagged the wall when we were watching? I don't know. It didn't look to me like he hit the wall that hard right there when he did that.
No, I don't think it was from that. I think it might have been from another incident, maybe hitting the car from behind and just didn't realize it.
All right, 2 laps remaining. Alan Elwood on the backstretch. 2 more turns as he makes his way to turn number 3. This time by. He crosses the stripe for the white flag. There are no more cautions. Guess what? One lap to go. Here we go, folks. 1 more lap, 4 more turns for Alan J. Elwood.
17's been gaining on him, but he's just running out of time.
Yeah, he just ran out of time, but he was about 0.6 of a second back. He's reeled him in, but like you said, Tim, I think he's just run out of time here. 4 is going to win the race and be our champion as well.
Well, I don't know. As we make our way into turn number 3, who is it going to be? Yeah, that was it. Alan J. Elwood going to come away with the win here tonight for the season finale for the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series.
Alan Elwood with a Kyle Busch-esque drive all the way from back of the pack to first place to win the race. Heck of a drive for the 4.
Yeah. Computer issues early on. He comes back and wins this race. And when I saw him get back up into the top 10 by lap 5 or 10 or whatever it was, I knew that car was just going to be on a rail once he got up into clean air.
Yep, he gets into clean air and had that caution come out and then gathered everybody right back together. And I know he was happy when he saw that caution come out. And he's like, yep, this is the time right now. And he capitalized on it. And that last restart right there when them 2 cars got together battling for second place really helped him out, that 17 car getting into that, because that 17, I had a feeling if that didn't happen, he'd got around that 52. I think the 17 would have had something for him. You've seen that in the last couple laps.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Alan Elwood Gonna burn it up here on the front stretch. Timothy and Gary, winning the race here tonight. I'm gonna get confirmation, of course, on the champion and everything. It's just what I do here on MaxSpeedTV. So, I just got confirmation. So, Alan Elwood, he will be your not only race winner here tonight, as he bangs it into the wall. He is also going to be your.
Sure he'll pass post-race inspection there.
He is going to be your season, your champion this season. But we're going to get the top three up here like we always do, Gary and Timothy. So everybody, stay tuned for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show.
Who do I got first?
Well, back live here on a Max. We caught that live here on MaxSpeedTV. Well, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. We have caught up with our third place finisher here tonight. Timothy Zayas has actually caught up with him. Timothy, Bryce, set us up. Go ahead.
Hey, Bryce, how's it going?
Pretty good.
So how was the racing out there tonight? How'd you think the car felt?
I kind of struggled a little bit. It's more on the tight side than how it ran in qualifying. But dodged a few wrecks that we luckily just got through and came out with third, which kind of look back at this season. This has been my worst season ever in this league. Didn't even make the playoffs, got that on barely cracked top 20 in points, and to come out third is pretty decent.
Yeah, third place finish is always good, carrying some momentum into the next season. Really good for you. Yeah, track was definitely tight tonight. We saw a lot of side-by-side racing. That inside line when you're side-by-side in the turns was pretty hard to open up the throttle. We've seen some guys get into each other, and yeah, but good third place finish right there tonight. What are you looking forward to doing next year?
Hopefully, kind of have a season like we did the season before. We had 3 victories that season, and we're kind of just one strategic move away from winning the championship that season. So hopefully, we can do pretty much the exact same thing we did then, except kind of just change a little bit, just change a few things, and maybe get 1 or 2 more wins.
Yep, that sounds like a good plan, Gary. Josh, you guys got anything for him?
Well, I just want to congratulate Bryce, man, here tonight. Awesome finish, Bryce, man. It was outstanding. So, I don't know what to say, buddy. But hey, this season's over, man. Now you got to look forward to next season. So, congratulations on your third place here tonight, bud. Do you have anything, Gary, before we let him go?
No, just congratulations on the good run there. Way to finish on a high note, and hopefully you got something good for next season. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I just want to come over and thank you guys for putting on these broadcasts the whole season. It was pretty awesome to watch. Some speed shops for coming on sponsoring this series helped out a bunch. Thank Venori Construction sponsored our whole team this season over at Performance Motorsports, and teammate Tommy Haynes did a great job up there. Kind of got me early on, just made one mistake, and past me, he was just gone. But we got our best result of the season, getting second and third. So yeah, pretty good going into the off season.
Alrighty, Bryce. Well, not to interrupt Timothy there or Gary, but we're gonna have to make this short and sweet post-race show here or post-race meeting for everybody, man. Thought shout-outs, man. You already did. Congratulations. We'll let you get to it, man.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here this evening, Tommy Haynes, man. I'm not interviewing you, Gary. You can handle it.
Well, Tommy, we saw that you got around the 52 there late in the race and was trying to reel in that 17, or that 4 car there. But tell us overall, how was the race? What were you trying to do there in those last few laps, and how your race went?
First of all, I want to apologize to Tyler. I mean, I did not do that intentional, and I didn't mean to get up on him. I was trying to keep my left sides on that seam, and it just washed up just a little bit enough to touch him. And like I said, I want to apologize to that. But other than the race, man, I had a good car, man. I had a good long run car. Me and Elwood was talking there. I mean, me and Alan was talking in the staging room right there. I needed about 5 more laps. I was starting to gain on him there at the end. I just run out of time.
Yeah, we were seeing that there as well. But a second place finish, way to cap off your season there. Any plans going into next season? Kind of talk about that momentum you had.
Hopefully we pick up where we left off here and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you'd like to do? Anybody you want to thank as we wrap things up here?
I'd like to thank Venue and Construction for the sponsor, Autos by Nelson, Splash and Go Graphics, Sim Speed Shop. I'd like to thank y'all for your broadcasts. And overall, just it was good racing this year. I enjoyed it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Tommy. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, yes, sir, Timothy. It was awesome. I'm glad to come aboard here, Tommy, man. And, I'm looking forward to next season. It's going to be interesting. Tommy, go celebrate, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight and our champion for the Xfinity Series, Alan Elwood. And, of course, Alan, we're going to have to talk to you here real quick, man. You started all the way back into the field, and you worked your way somehow, I don't know how you did it because I'm not down there, to the front. And talk about the racing here at Homestead, what it means to win and to finish it out with the win and the championship.
I mean, I don't really know what to say. I came into the season not really knowing what to expect. Been away from Extreme for a little while, a few seasons, coming back. Pretty much whole new cast of characters and try to figure out how to race these guys every week. And the first few weeks were tough. We had some tough finishes, was outside the top 12, thinking that maybe the season was a wash. And once Indianapolis came around, got that first win, everything just kind of clicked. And at that point, then it was just being consistent until the chase came along. And once the chase came along, I knew it was time to dig in and put the best foot forward. And I'd say we did that.
Well, Alan, man, it was it was a fighting season this season. I mean, Xfinity Series, you had to do what y'all had to do each and every race, but getting into the chase, that is hard enough. So really quick, talk about to anybody out there paying attention, what it means and how much hard work it takes to get into the chase.
Well, pretty much everybody that races out here, this is our hobby, our passion. It's what we love to do. And anytime that we put ourselves in a league environment, it's 100% each lap. Because we're out here to win a championship, regardless of what's on the line, money, trophy, none of the above. I mean, we're just out here for pride and bringing home a championship is what, sitting here and putting these few weeks in is what it culminates to. So, putting real life aside and sitting here and bringing us home is just an awesome feeling. It really is.
Yes, it is. Well, Andy Starcher, the admin for the Xfinity Series, has joined us in the booth here tonight. Andy, mic is yours.
All right, appreciate it, Joshua. Just jumping in here with the broadcasters and Joshua, just to on behalf of ExtremeMotorsports99.com, myself, my assistant admin Don Kidder, Rick Donathan, the owner of the league, we'd just like to go ahead and make it known and crown the winner of the Xfinity Series championship, the Sim Speed Shop championship this season, to Alan J. Elwood. Congratulations, you've done an awesome job. 6 wins on the season out of 15 races. You did exactly how you had to do it, and you did it with style. So congratulations, good job, and I'm glad to see you here.
Thank you, Eddie. You and Don and Rick, you all do a good job here, and I'm glad to be back. Sitting on the top step of the podium overall after the season, it's, like I said, it's just an awesome feeling, and I appreciate you guys putting this on each week for us. So, thank you so much for that.
No, not a problem. It's a lot of fun watching you guys out there week in, week out, and driver, little battles, little rivals here and there, and seeing, the ones that come to the top and really, really strive to do the best that they can. And given just that, it's great that iRacing gives us this platform to be able to, because so many people take this as their hobby, and it replaces real world racing, because so many people don't get a chance to do real world racing. But this gives everybody that has a computer the opportunity to experience that racing. I'll just turn it back over to you, Joshua.
All right. Well, Alan, man, congratulations on the championship, the win here tonight. Andy, big shout out to what you guys do up in the admin booth. Andy, we're going to let you get back to the admin duties. Alan, thought shout outs you want to give, of course, before you go celebrate? And are you looking forward to next season?
Let's get the show on the road. We're ready. No, so my teammates, they had a rough season. I've stressed it about every race. But those guys, being here, it's been awesome with those guys. Hopefully we'll have them back next season down at CCR. You guys here in the booth every week, just top-notch stuff. Thanks for coming on board and covering these races and putting it to the masses for us. So. And as far as Rick, Don, Andy, those guys again, thank you so much to them for putting this on for us, and I'm ready to come back. Let's do it again.
Alrighty, Alan, well, let's get to it, man. And we're not going to keep you again. Congratulations on the win here tonight. Championship, go celebrate. Of course, you got the meeting here after the race, so we're going to let you get to that, buddy.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, let's get down to the unofficial results, aside from Alan Elwood, because we do know he is the winner here tonight and the champion. So, Alan J. Elwood coming up from the back of the field to win the race here tonight. Awesome job by everybody out here, including Alan. Man, it was fantastic. He is going to finish in first place. Tommy Haynes in second. Bryce Senesack third. Dan Clement fourth. Michael Thwaites fifth. Ed Morris sixth. Michael Mueller seventh. Richie Evans eighth. Mike Rominger ninth. And Dalton Cowden going to round out your top 10. Gary.
In 11th here for the evening, we've got Justin Gann. 12th place, Tyler Hallman. 13th, Jason Eisenhower. 14th, Bobby Tinch, the last car on the lead lap. 15th, David Elliott. 16th, Gary May. 17th, John Sterling after a tough break there. 18th, Adam Eisenhower. 19th, Nolan Neiman. And 20th, rounding it out here, 36 laps down, is Chris Foyles.
All right, Wally Terheimer in 21st. Jerry Glenn 22nd. Joshua Gillian 23rd. Will L. Davis, 24th. Andy Starcher, you heard from him early on here just a minute ago. He is admitting here, one of the head admin for the Xfinity Series. Don Kidder also admitting here tonight, the assistant to Andy Starcher as well. So, again, congratulations goes to Alan Elwood for the championship and the finish here tonight. Number one, Gary, Timothy, thank you so much, both of you, for joining us here this evening for the finale in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, always a pleasure to be up here with you, Josh, in the booth, and hopefully we put on a good enough call here for these guys. I hope you got to see some exciting racing tonight.
Yeah, Gary, thanks a lot, Josh, for having us. Good working with you tonight. You too, Gary, as well. Fun race, and hope to do it again here sometime soon next season.
Well, we're going to work on that during the off season now. Don't hold me to this, but they are shooting for November the 4th for the season to start back up. But, of course, tomorrow night, we cannot forget the Rick Tech Cup Series here for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com over at LSR TV. They will be hosting the final race for the entire season for this section of this season. So, team championship gonna be crowned, and the Cup champion gonna be crowned as well tomorrow night over at LSR TV on the iRacing Esports Network. So, Gary, Timothy, thank you so much. Until next season, folks, stay safe and have a good night.